There's always pressure. You always want to be, say, in the league. You always want to go to Barcelona for the final. It's lovely to be there, especially also because we won everything last year. That makes the pressure higher, but okay, every year is a new year. So we started by 0. I look back now to the season, and that was not so good. We didn't have a good start in the beginning. La Baule was really bad. We had 2 strong teams in La Baule and 1 in Rome. And then in La Baule, nothing stayed over from the 5, only 1. So then the start was really bad. It was an 8th spot. Then Rome was good. We had a 2nd spot. Rotterdam is so-and-so always for us, not the place to be for points. So there was a 5th. So that was also not so good. And then we had an enormous thriller in Falsterbo, and that was really nice. And that bring us the 100 points in. But still, we are not out of the danger zone. So we have to compete really well here, not for the points, but still we have to compete against the others to take some points away to make it safe to go to make the trip to Barcelona.
And going back to Falsterbo, when you arrived at Falsterbo, how was the motivation?
The motivation in our team is always good, and also the riders they knew that we needed points. And I must say, it's not the first year that everybody which I'm asking to come, they always immediately say yes. Also there we had a bit of a struggle with riders who were at the moment not really fit to compete. But in the end we managed to get a good crew of riders there, with already a really strong member of the team, Willem Greve, with Carambol and OP. He is here also in Hickstead in the team. He was a 5th there. And then we had it was a thriller. All the 3 riders went both rounds clear, and Gerco was in a really comfortable situation. And that was nice for him, because he is always, all the years that we do it now, number 4, and he always had to put a lot of pressure on him, and he always has to take everything to bring the successes in. So that was nice for him. He could stay behind and enjoy, but it was good. It was nice.
Tell me the conversation you had with your team at the halfway stage in Falsterbo.
We didn't speak that much. And I don't have to speak that much with my riders, because they know already that I want to do their utmost best. They always do their utmost best. And the most important thing is that you can get your riders there without that you have to ask them, or putting a bit of pressure that they have to come to the shows. And that was only also with Michael van der Vleuten. It was 1 telephone call of half a minute, and they decided immediately that he would go to Falsterbo with the team. So that is nice when you have all the riders in the same line, and I hope we can continue that.
We have a saying in English which is almost, if you have a point to prove, there's a way to prove it. And I think coming into Falsterbo, maybe the Dutch team were hungry for a win to turn their fortune the other way, and then your score sheet was very loud in how it spoke with that end result and those 6 zeros.
Yeah. It was nice, and it is a great feeling that you can bring in a win like that. And I must think we mustn't get used to it, because otherwise you get a bit spoiled about it. But no, it's that's fantastic if you could win like that. And looking back to Cannes, to the World Equestrian Games, and also looking back to Barcelona last year. In fact, we did the same. In Cannes we had by the 3rd rider already the goal in. And in Barcelona we also had, but those moments are rarely, and we have to enjoy them, because I hope we can get them a couple of times more, but I think it's not so easy.
And Rob, here we are at Hickstead. Did you tell me once this was the first international show that you rode at?
The first international show, that was in 1980. That was my first ride in a big show, was here, and I came out of nothing. I came out of national competitions, and this was my first show here. So I remember this place still as a really good spot for me, and I had good wins here, and we also had good results with the Nations Cups. Not that much, because now the show is getting so enormously good that now also the most of the top riders of all the countries want to come here. And but this was always a great show, and this show is improving every year, so it's great to be here.
What's that international arena like to ride in?
That's huge. You go in, and when you enter that gate and you canter in that enormous green grass arena, that gives a feeling, that gives you that's not so many places where you get that. And this is a historical show. It is already a show from so long ago, but I think it's really nice that it stays like that, and it has something.
And let's look to Friday, to the Nations Cup. You're here, you're jumping in the Nations Cup, not for points, but what's the plan? What's the strategy?
The strategy will be that we want to win, and because we don't need the points anymore because we are done. But we have to give some bit of competition because I'm not safe at the moment. I don't have the feeling that we are already by the last 7 to go to the final. We can't go out of the league anymore because we have 2 countries behind us. But we want to go to Barcelona, so we need to give some competition here, and also next week in Dublin, so that we don't get the struggle in the end. So it's important for us.
Is this your favourite part of the Nations Cup series, the end 2 competitions?
I think it's something what is maybe brings me a bit when I get in a position that is when it's too comfortable for me. I think that's not good for me. I need a bit of the stress. I need a bit of the pressure that we need to do it. And in one way or another, I don't bring it over too much on the riders, but maybe a little bit, yes. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't, but it's good to work under pressure. For me, that's okay.
8 teams on Friday, all good, all bringing top riders, top combinations. What sport do you think we'll see?
The sport is now, and also in the other shows, thrilling, very, very exciting, because all the countries have their best riders here. They all want to win. It's a tough competition, and that makes it also nice. And it's not now like years and years ago that you had 10 teams or 8 teams, and that you could say, okay, that and that and that country is not. They're all strong, and they all have a fair chance of winning on Friday the Nations Cup here.
Rob, we wish you all the best. Thank you for talking to us, and thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.